Alright guys, so here we have one of the most recent World Tournament reward cards. This is a base form Gotenks, and he's not bad. He does stack his defense on super attack. He does create a lot of rainbow orbs, which is something else that can, or he changes orbs in like a decent way. And he is a support type unit for youth, as well as, what is it, fusion, right? So this Gotenks, initially when he was a World Tournament reward card, I was like, whatever, I'm not even going to worry about rainbowing him. But now I thought about it, and I was like, wait a minute, with his defense stacking, among other things, this guy is actually going to be pretty useful. So I figure I will go ahead and rainbow him, although I am looking for a better support type unit for both fusion and youth, because this Gotenks, really, the only ones that'll get the full 40% buff from this Gotenks are other Gotenks cards. And honestly, I'm not that enamored with a lot of the Gotenks cards in the game right now. I mean, maybe that's just me. That's a me problem, right? But I would like to see some better Gotenks. I am all for an LR Gotenks being added into the game. Especially, with the upgrade and animations. Could you imagine, Gotenks doing the Super Ghost Kamikaze attack? Bro, it would look incredible. I'd be so down for that. So, let's go ahead and test this Gotenks out on a couple events. Alright guys, so we're here on the Hybrid Saiyan team. Now, one other reason I did decide to rainbow this Gotenks is he could potentially be kind of useful because we know that an upcoming LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is about to drop. And really, this Gotenks as a support type unit for Hybrid Saiyans, well, for youth and fusion, he could potentially be useful on whatever team that LR Gohan could be, right? LR Gohan could potentially have a youth leader skill, Hybrid Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2. There's just a real variety of what he could end up having. So I figured getting this Gotenks ready to go for that team potentially, we'll see, could be a good idea. And right now, I was looking at it, and the Gotenks cards in Dokkan have just become so unimpressive, man. TEQ Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is good, but as time has gone on, I'm really I feel like TEQ Gotenks is one of the worst EZA units that has come out. Really, he's just not as impressive as a lot of the other EZAs that have come out, right? And, Physical Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is good. Physical Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is going to become dominant when he gets his EZA, but that's probably a while away. Well, I guess I'm hating on TEQ Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, but 2.7 million on a 130% team is pretty good. But you guys don't know what I like, right? I like a lot more balanced offense and defense. And on a lot of Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, the best situations for him, you're not going to be able to get his 11-key super attack is the issue. On the fusion team, it's impossible if you're running a proper fusion team. So that's really more of the issue there, right? So I feel like with LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, he having the TEQ Gotenks around is kind of good. But TEQ Gotenks right now, it's just, for me, he's a unit that doesn't quite have a complete natural fit yet. But he's going to, right? Because we look at how Dokkan has been moving along. We got the Super Saiyan Goku, all the Namek stuff, LR Full Power Frieza. Then we move to the Android Saga, Yardrat Goku, a better Android 18, new Android Saga story event. Now we're going on to the Cell Saga stuff with, the dual cards, Super Vegeta, Super Trunks. We have LR Gohan, LR Cell, all of these Android era stuff. Dokkan Fest Piccolo, First Form LR Cell. I mean, quite honestly, I think it's a very safe bet that moving on, after the 300 million download celebration for JP, I think, okay, so, well, there's actually a lot to talk about. I just thought of another thing, but, you think of, early Buu Saga, right? I feel like we could get a Dokkan Fest exclusive Majin Vegeta. I feel like we could get, a Dokkan Fest exclusive transforming Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I've already made the case before that I think just like the Ribrianne mechanic where she immediately transforms, a base form Goku, base form Angel Goku, right? So you could use him alongside the Namek Goku, who immediately transforms into Super Saiyan 3, I think would be a very, very good Dokkan Fest that everyone would love, because his, the Super Saiyan 3 transformation animation would be one of the best in the game, and that's such an iconic moment in Dragon Ball, right? So I feel like everyone would be yes, please. Okay, a real quick aside, bam. This is why this Gotenks actually can be pretty solid with LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, is, he does turn, AGL orbs into TEQ. So, and he's giving, you know, a 20% attack buff to LR Gohan as well. You know, we have Bra in rotation, so, you know, we've got some good stuff here. That's not too bad. He's going to make LR Gohan hit pretty freaking hard right here. What are we at? Yeah, 4.33 million. That's... later, Gohan and Goten. See ya. See ya. That's pretty good. What number is Gotenks going to be at? 650,000, not bad. Considering each, like, really, I did a double take. I looked at this Gotenks recently. I was like, he does a lot. Like, it's stupid for me not to rainbow him. Like, stacks attack and defense, changes orbs, youth 20% category support, then fusion 20% category support. Like, that's definitely a unit to hold on to, right? He's not bad. Now, also, you know, we'll probably move into early Buu Saga, right? So I think even like a Dokkan Fest Dabura card, is that likely? No, but at the very least, he could be like a really strong banner TUR, like AGL Broly EZA, or he could be like AGL Nail, like one of those really strong banner cards I think Dabura could be. Like, we're probably going to move into the Buu Saga, and like we could get some really good new Gotenks cards, right? So let's move over to another team, and I'll keep talking about this. Alright guys, so now we're over here on the youth category team, which is definitely a good one for this Gotenks, right? Because, you know, the Dragon Ball Saga / youth team, you can easily build just a full youth team, and then Gotenks is like a dedicated support for the whole team, right? Which is basically what we're doing here. Although, I mean, certainly early on here, we're running into some issues with super attacks, that's for sure. I really would like to get Chi-Chi a super attack, because, you know, she would do 500 million damage, but whatever. So, I guess that's one issue with Gotenks, right, is, you know, he is going to give 20% attack, 10% defense to both youth and fusion, but he does not give any key, and, you know, a lot of the youth cards, I guess, don't really mesh the greatest together. You know, Dokkan Fest Kid Goku in particular is one, it's a bit rough for him, if a lot of turns have not passed, you know, because he stacks key with every turn. You know, as the fight goes on, it's very easy for him to sort of sustain himself, but, you know, that can hurt units around him as well, right? Because, like, you know, him not having prepare for battle, even though, I mean, let's be real, that Kid Goku is like one of the most ever prepared for battle moments ever in Dragon Ball history. Like, Goku flying on the Nimbus to go beat King Piccolo's ass. It's like, you can't tell me he's not prepared for battle. Like, legitimately, the moment where Kid Goku, like, saves Tien and arrives and then mean mugs Demon King Piccolo, like, I feel like he deserves prepared for battle literally just for that moment right there. Him mean mugging King Piccolo is an iconic moment. That's why I'm disappointed that wasn't Dokkan Fest Kid Goku's SSR art, right? They used that art for the AGL Great Ape Kid Goku, but bro, that's like the hardest, that would be like the hardest SSR art ever. Like when you're doing a multi and you see that Goku pop up, whew, that's what we're talking about. Alright, so remember, Gotenks, he does stack attack, but he's mainly a support type unit, so like, it is difficult sometimes to do showcases for support type units, I've found, because even when I do them correctly, like, my infamous example for doing a video showcase on a, okay, so just a shade under 700k, for doing a rainbow video on a support type unit, right? And like, people were, it was AGL Cooler. When he first came out, I did, you know, like a private server video for him, and I had him, like, on rotations with LR Majin Vegeta, right? AGL Final Form Cooler gives AGL types 40% attack. So Majin Vegeta has, like, a 5+ million attack stat and, like, a double like a 120 team or something like that. And I'm like, oh, man! And then the comments, people were just like, oh, here we go, Truth, like, showcasing unit and has the LR steal the show. And I was like, that was the point! What do you mean? That's literally the point. So, like, I don't know. It's tough, right? Like, hey, Gotenks is around. You know, he's making the other units more powerful. Just remember that. I still gotta, I rainbowed that Final Form Cooler a while ago, and I still have not done a video on that. I gotta do a video on him, like soon, like ASAP. So, wow, Super Saiyan 3 again, huh? Okay. But, so, I think we're probably gonna get some sort of, like, high-tiered Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks card or a Gotenks card some sort of transforming Gotenks card or a Goten and Trunks card that, I mean, okay, so LR, Goten, and Trunks, right? So they're like base form Goten and Trunks. I guess what they could do is they could give us a Super Saiyan. See, it's weird, right? Because like this basically is the Goten and Trunks. Like every time they fuse, they pretty much do it in like base form, right? But like they could give us. I mean, the one time they do it, like Gotenks is Super Saiyan, then he flies off and gets his ass beat by Boo, right? But they could give us like an LR like fusion, Super Saiyan Kid Trunks and Kid Goten. That could probably work really well with this card right here, and become a Gotenks or something like that. So I'm definitely looking forward to hopefully seeing something like that come to fruition. And this TEQ Gotenks, by the way, one reason, like, he would just, like, okay, so if LR, let's say there's an LR Gotenks, and he's not built around getting a specific amount of ki, right? Let's say you want to get him to 24 ki. This TEQ Gotenks has shocking speed, fuse fighter, and over in a flash. So he's horrible right now to use with Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks units because you don't want them to be at what, like you don't want them to get to like 12 ki, right? You want them at 11 ki. But this Gotenks would be really, really good if we eventually had an LR Gotenks where we needed all of that ki, right? And then Gotenks is even changing orbs, right? So let's say this, theoretical potential like Dokkan Fest exclusive or LR, transforming Gotenks, whatever. Let's say he's a TEQ type unit. This TEQ Gotenks is literally going to be like his best friend. Like, it's going to be crazy. So I'm hoping that does come at some point. All right, so there's Gotenks 500,000. We'll do like a quick turn on the Fusion team, and then we'll finish up for today. Alright guys, so we'll just finish up with a quick turn with Gotenks over here on the Fusion team, right? Gotenks' role is definitely going to be a little bit murky on the Fusion team because, like, he's intended for, like, Gotenks units, right? Like Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks and stuff like that. The only issue is, like, with TEQ Gotenks even on the rotation, your chances of getting 11 key super attacks with any, like, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks are basically dead. So, as that's, like, when I initially looked at TEQ Gotenks, that's why I wasn't too enamored with him. But it's like, I can kind of see into the future now. Like, I'm kind of looking ahead to, like, what could potentially be with a future Gotenks card. And now I'm like, okay, wait, this TEQ World Tournament Gotenks card, he actually could be very, very interesting in the future, right? Like, legitimately, he could be a real problem. So, just wanted to kind of go over, like, again, I'm sure a new Gotenks card is one of the things that's going to come, like, once we're going through the Buu Saga stuff. Even though we have a billion Vegetos, I mean, like a base form Vegeto that transforms into Super Vegeto, I feel like that's something that's probably very, very likely. Because, like, there is a good base form Vegeto right now, but not on the level of, like, the Super Vegetos or the Blue Vegetos. So, we've... Honestly, a transforming base Vegeto into Super Saiyan Vegeto as a new Buar category leader, and then maybe also, like, Patar or something like that, would be... That would be, like filthy. Like, it would just be... That would be something else. And you could only imagine what Vegeto animations would look like nowadays. Oh, boy. Yeah, they're never going to bypass on the opportunity to drop more Vegeto and Gogeta cards, right? So it's definitely going to come as they're going through the Buu Saga. So this is Rushing Onslaught Gotenks. His leader skill is Super Tech Type Ki 2 and 70% of stats, so nothing spectacular there. Super Attack is the Dynamite Kick, which stacks attack and defense and does supreme damage. Now, being the fact that he is a Tech type enemy, it's not going to make him the best for the Legendary Goku event, but if there is, like, another one of those events in the future and the final, like, stage is anything but int, this Gotenks is going to become a top tier option for that for sure. His passive is Battle Motivation. He changes AGL Key Spheres to Tech Key Spheres. Then he gives Youth category allies 20% attack and 10% defense, and Fusion category allies 20% attack and 10% defense. Now, definitely, I think STR Goku Black, the recent Global World Tournament Reward card, is better than this Gotenks, because you have so much overlap between, Future and Time Travelers are the two categories he buffs, where Youth and Fusion, there's not quite as many. As, for the Future and Time Travelers, which, like, all those, like, Trunks, Goku Black, Zamasu, Vegito units, they're all both future and time travelers. So that Goku Black is a monster for like buffing some of the best units in the game. This Gotenks doesn't really have a super like obscenely powerful Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks that he can buff without also being a drawback to that Gotenks, right? That's sort of the issue. His links are Saiyan Warrior Race, the Saiyan Lineage, Innocence, Shocking Speed, Fuse Fighter, and Over to Flash. So right there, boom, that kills him from helping Gotenks units, because he's going to give him 3 key from Over to Flash, Fuse Fighter, 2 key, and it's done. His 12 key multiplier is 140%, which is not bad, considering he is essentially a free-to-play unit, right? Then our boy Gotenks is on a couple of different category teams, right? So, number 1, he's on the Buu Saga team. That could become very relevant, you know, as we move into the Buu Saga. Quite obviously, it's about to get a massive upgrade in power, even though, here's the thing, the Buu Saga already has a ton of really good units. It's just I find that the leader, the physical Super Vegito unit, doesn't work the best as the leader for the team, right? And his leader skill is not the best either, but I mean, you could already build some disgusting teams with the Buu Saga team, so it is crazy that we're now about to get, like, tons of buffs for that arc, presumably, right? I imagine Dokkan is going to move from Cell Saga stuff into Buu Saga stuff. Gotenks is also here on the Fusion category team, of course. He's also over here on the Hybrid Saiyan team. And then finally, he is on the Youth category. Again, like Hybrid Saiyan and Youth, I think, are about to get a major upgrade with that LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. So, you know, we'll kind of see what type of stuff is going to happen. Thanks, guys, for watching. This Gotenks has a lot of potential in the future. And I'll catch you guys next time.